Okay, I see it on YouTube anyway. So we're going to go ahead and hopefully we can post it on Facebook later, so I apologize. All right, so we got our first clue, which is gather your supplies. So I have mine right here. I have my snips and my bone folder, and I decided I wanted that little extra scrap piece of paper. You can see that it's folded and it's got some bins in it, so I'm going to use that. I've got my designer paper cut, and I got that from the perfectly penciled, designer paper pack. I've got my adhesive here, got my dimensionals and some bling. I don't know what I'm going to do exactly yet, but that's what I have. All right. So clue number 2, decide what order you'd like your designer paper on your card front. And like I said, I just did them in order, but if you're using a scrap piece of paper, you can glue it to that in the order you'd like, from top to bottom. And the reason I'm using the scrap paper is sometimes it's hard to, exactly center it the way you want and make sure they're even. And this way, you can just glue it directly on to the cardstock. And then if there's any overlap, you can just trim it down. And then if you want to add a ribbon to it, makes it easier. You can just wrap the ribbon around this piece. So I'm going to go ahead and glue my pieces on. And you go ahead and just type in that you've finished with number 2, clue 2, when you're done. And I may not see it, but I'll give you about till the time I'm done, because you'll probably not take longer than me. I'm a little slow sometimes. And I am sorry to those who are not able to see this, and it doesn't look like anything's happening on YouTube either, but this is the first time I've done it through YouTube also, so I see it on there, and hopefully it's going. Doesn't seem to be moving from the beginning where it said we'll start shortly, so I don't know. I do apologize. It's learning this all over again. All right. So that's my piece, and I had a little overlap here, so I'm going to remove that, just trim it off. I'm always a little off on that, and I don't often care, but sometimes it's pretty noticeable, and so you want to, or you may want to clean it up a little bit. Okay. All right, so I'll give you a second to finish clue number 2, and then we'll move on. If you're not using that, you just, of course, glue it directly on, leaving a border along the sides and the top. All right. So we're going to move on to clue number 3. Well, okay, that was it. You're just doing 1, 2, and 3. So that's clue 4 too. Yep. Jumped ahead. Trim the edges. That was clue 5. I promise I'll be better next time. I was so nervous starting, and I think I just make things worse when that happens. But anyway, clue 6. Now you want to glue the center of your scrap cardstock to the card front if you're using that. So we're going to just do that. Use my bone folder here to get that a good crease. And you can change this up however you want. So you can use different sizes of paper, and you can use dimensionals to attach this piece to the card front if you want. It's up to you. There are no rules. And I hope whenever you do see this and finish your card, hope you won't be too upset with me, and you'll finish your card, and I hope you'll just post it on Facebook so y'all can see, because they'll be so different, and that'd be great. Okay, so just type that you finished clue 6 when you're done. And I'll give you a second to finish, and while I worry about why this isn't working. So I'm going to keep going so I stop worrying. Okay, so we finished that. Clue number 7, stamp your sentiment on the center of the 4 by 1/2 card strip. Now this is just a little bigger than a half. I think it's like maybe a 1/16 bigger, but I went ahead and used it because I had it. So I'm not going to worry about that. And I'm using the hand pen petals. Get this up where you can see it. With this cardstock, it coordinates with the Perfectly Pencil designer paper. And I'm just going to open it up with my weak hands and pull out the congratulations. So that's what I'm going to use for this card. We'll make it a congratulations card. And stamp it in Melon Mambo. Stamp it once to see the lineup and make sure I got it inked well. Okay, I'm going to figure out the middle. Stamp it, and it's a little crooked, so we're going to turn it over. I can't look straight down at it, so it's a little hard. That's a little crooked too, but we're going to go with that. Oh my gosh. Make sure I don't get ink all over my fingers. Did not. Okay, and then just type done with clue 7 when you're done, and I will clean up my stamp pad or stamp. Okay. Okay, now we're going to glue the sentiment strip to the bottom of the DSP number 2 or the top of 3, depending on how it looks and your preference. And, you know, you can even change that up if you want. You might want to do it over the center. So I'm going to have to think here. Might do it there. Let's see, which one do I like better? I think I like that one better. Oops, a little too much glue there. I do have a paper towel handy, so if I do too much, I can quickly wipe it up, and then I've got my, I can't remember what it's called now, the thing that takes glue off of things once it's done. The glue cleaner. I don't know what it's called. Slide that back. That's what I like about the liquid glue. You can kind of move it around and play with it, and apparently I need a lot of work, a lot of help. Okay. All right, so type 8 finished when you're done. Is that straight? It's a little crooked. We'll move it up just a hair. I'm not very good at eyeballing it, but that's one of the things I do, so all right. I know people are saying, I can't hear you. I'm so sorry. Or actually, they're probably saying, where is she? Oh, okay. All right. So we're on to clue 9. So attach your stamped and pre-cut or die-cut pieces over the center with Stampin' Dimensionals or glue, and type finished with 9 when done. So what I did is I took the flower a large flower cluster here, and I stamped it in Memento ink. Oops. These are what I use to attach the dies to it so that they stay in place when I run it through my stamp and emboss machine. So I don't need those now because I colored them with my, oh my gosh, all my Stampin' blends. So I used Flamingo, Flirty Flamingo, and Melon Mambo, Daffodil Delight for the centers, and then Granny Apple Green for the leaves. So you can watercolor them, use your markers. You could actually leave it blank, however you wanted to do it. All right. So I'm going to attach it. First, I'm going to decide where I want to put it. So, maybe like that. I think it's pretty big, isn't it? Jeez. I should have done my congratulations over to the side a little bit, maybe. Didn't think I had, but I think that looks nice. Or we could do... That'll take me forever. Let's see, we're going to do like that. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. Put it down before I change my mind. All right. So I'll just apply a few Stampin' Dimensionals around. And I like to make sure I have some in the middle so that it's not going to, you know, so that it'll hold up even across and not deflate in the middle, or whatever word I'm trying to think of and can't think of at the moment. So I hope you're liking how your card's coming out so far. Again, please put it on Facebook and let us all see what you came up with. That'd be great. Okay, let's see how we're gonna. Maybe like that. Okay, I like it. Move that out of the way. So I'll give you a minute to finish. You may have a little more complicated design than mine. You know, more pieces, I mean. Okay. Now we're going to attach pearls or any other fancy bling that you may have. I just brought a few pearls, but this is where you could attach, you know, some ribbon or whatever else you may think would look good on your card front. So if I can get this open, and this my nails, had a few of them break, I had to cut them all off. Okay. Oh gosh, there we go. I'm just going to use my snips to pick up a few, and I think I'll just put them in the centers of the flowers, maybe, so they'll show up. Oops, that one. Wait a minute, it's upside down. Oh gosh darn it. I got to, oh, where did it go? Oh, it's right there. Need my pick. Oh jeez. Take your pick. Take your pick. Need that. Maybe I'll just put it in the little ones. I don't have any big ones on here. Oh, yes, I do. Wasn't paying attention. There we go. Oh. Come back here. Come back here. really pretty. They've got a sheen on them that's kind of like pearls, actually, if you know what I'm talking about. They're called iridescent pearls, basic jewels. Okay, so this is my card. So just type finished with tin when you're done. Okay, I think that actually came out pretty good. What do you think? Here's the one I did before. And this is using the, boy, I can't remember the name, texture sheet designer paper, and then Cottage Rose stamp set. And I just applied a little bit of Stampin' Blends on the shading that was already there by the artists, and applied some the shiny thing. God, I'm not prepared, am I? The, oh my gosh, Wink of Stella. Jeez. And then Happy Birthday from the same stamp set, and a few of the gold pearls. All right. Well, I apologize, and hopefully I'll be able to get this up really soon. And I'm so sorry, and promise I'll be better next time. All right. You have a good day. Thank you. Oh, and don't forget to put your card up on Facebook.